Here in Utah, we're visiting cities all across the state to get a better understanding of the issues that matter most to you this election cycle. Today, news specialist Daniel Woodruff takes us to Garfield County, one of the most picturesque parts of our state.
In the tiny town of Boulder, there's a place you can't miss.
Welcome.
Hell's Backbone Grill and Farm has fed hungry tourists for nearly 25 years.
Our guests come from all over the world, really, and they always return.
Owner Blake Spalding says she picked this spot on purpose.
We came here because we were very excited about the protection of the landscape.
Her restaurant is on the doorstep of the Grand Staircase-Escalante National Monument. President Clinton established it in 1996. In 2017, President Trump shrunk it before President Biden reinstated it in 2021. That whole back and forth, Blake says, is not ideal.
Having the monument just be stabilized where it's not a political football, that is really hard for all of the small businesses.
She wants to see more support for the monument from the state and from Congress.
I do believe, for the good of the West, we need more protected landscapes.
Land is certainly an issue here in Garfield County, not just in Boulder, but also down the road in Escalante. People come here for camping, hiking, and canyoneering, along with easy access to the monument and 2 nearby national parks.
Because we're so remote, we pay a little bit more for sometimes a little bit less.
Dave Traynor owns Fourth West Pub.
The cost of things, we feel that community-wide, not just as a business, but I mean, everybody feels like just not having access to the things that you really want.
Plus, he says workers often have more than one job, including him.
I teach art at the local high school, and myself included, most of our staff are all first responders, all volunteer first responders. So if there's a big issue, that comes first, and we might be on a skeleton staff that night just because we're all out on something major.
But Dave says that comes with living in rural Utah, no matter who's in power.
I think you get so used to it, you don't really think about those things being issues anymore. It's just a way of life.
A way of life he loves, in a place surrounded by beauty.
You might see it on Instagram or something like that, but it just doesn't do it justice.
In Garfield County, Daniel Woodruff, KSL 5 News.
Thank you, Daniel. I've loved seeing all these unique things about parts of our state. Up next on the Roads to Understanding, we talk with Utah's Asian American and Pacific Islander communities, plus voters in Kearns, to see what issues are most important to them. And we want to hear what's important to you before the election. Scan the QR code or head to ksltv.com to take part in our online poll. You can also get caught up on all the areas we've visited so far as part of this series.